Hi everyone, so this is actually me on Sunday when I'm editing this video, but I was obviously watching the footage, and the very first clip that I put in on the Tuesday I didn't think was very good or very coherent, so I thought I would just explain what's going on again. So where do we start? We have been moved to online teaching. So I'll go back a bit. In December, we were told by the Scottish Government, because obviously I live in Scotland, that at Christmas there would be 4 days where we could have people visiting our houses, which in the area I'm in, it seemed a little bit on the crazy side because we were in tier 3. I'll put up a picture of the Scottish tier system. That's my dog wobbling my hand. Of the Scottish tier system, so you can see what that's like, because it's slightly different to that in England and probably completely different to anywhere else in the world, because so yeah, we were in tier 3. I was going to be spending Christmas with my mom and my sister. I was already an extended household with my mom. I had been away from my boyfriend for like 3 weeks so that he could spend time with his family and I could spend time with mine, and we had that kind of over the 14-day period. So yeah, I was an extended household with my mom, so I can kind of visit her and she can visit me. But obviously my sister isn't. There was only going to be 3 of us, and my sister was going to come for a few days. It was the first year she'd had time off at Christmas. And then, bam, the week before Christmas, they said that we could only have 1 day. And then from midnight on Christmas Day into Boxing Day, it was basically going to be illegal to have people in your home apart from your extended household. So that's where we're at. They also announced that children were getting 1 extra week's holidays, and then they're going to be online learning from the 11th. That still stands. They are going to be online learning from the 11th, but it was only going to be for 1 week, from the 11th to the 18th. And then they were all going to be back in school, because schools are this kind of bubble where nobody catches COVID or spreads COVID. So then the science changed. There's obviously the new variant in the UK, and it's spreading really fast. I think we've now had 3 days where they've told us, oh, we've had record numbers of deaths and cases and things. It's just horrendous. And now children are online learning until the 1st of February, which I've got no issue with. I'm very happy with it. I don't want to be spreading COVID, and I don't want to be have children spreading it to their families, to their grandparents, to vulnerable people. My only issue is I would be really concerned if we went from online learning to every single kid back in school, because I just think that will be an absolute disaster. That's what we've done since August. Every single child came back to school on the same day in the whole of Scotland. And then obviously when our children come to school, COVID stays outside the school gates. So that's where we're at. So this vlog was basically me attempting to do some kind of vlog for my first week back in January. So we're online, as I said, and I kind of filmed I think Tuesday, because Monday the 4th was a public holiday in Scotland. So I started filming on the Tuesday and ran to the Friday. You'll see how that goes. I'm not sure vlogging's for me. I might put some in here and there. Obviously, we're in full lockdown in Scotland. There's nowhere to go, no one to see, nothing to do, which kind of suits me. That's my life anyway. So, on with the video. So after a morning of Google Classrooming and putting up some literacy activities, I am going to have my lunch. But I thought I'd also show you. Let me just go do. I just made a snowman on Animal Crossing. I'm not shirking my duties. I just took a quick break, and this is the first time I've actually put my Switch on to the TV. So let me show you what I'm going to have for my lunch. So, in Blue Peter fashion, here's what I made earlier. I made myself a sausage casserole last night with some... So, good morning everyone. This is... oh, I don't know what this is. The 7th of January and still having a bad hair day. So, this is the morning and let me just turn this light off. Yeah. So, this morning, I'm off to work. I'm heading down to my living room for work. So yeah, anyway, I am just not long up. I've done something with my hair, that's for sure. Put on a bit of eyebrows. I don't even know what anything's called, I'm so tired. Yeah, anyway, I am just going to head downstairs, let the dog out. I'm going to have probably just a cup of tea, check my emails, see if there's anything I desperately need to do. If not, then I'm going to take the dog for a quick walk. And then I am going to get on with doing the work that I actually have to do. This is the kind of good thing about the fact that... what am I doing? I have no idea. This is the good thing about the fact that there are no kids in. I'm going to get a jumper, that's what I was going to do. Hello and welcome to my wardrobe. Yeah, so for the millionth time, this is a good thing about there not being kids this week. It gives me a little bit more flexi time. And before any parents out there moan that I'm not doing my job, I absolutely am doing my job. But the children are still on holiday. There are key worker kids in the school, but they're being supervised. Like this week is just childcare. They're not doing teaching because, ooh, it's dark. Let's put a light on. Because the kids' holidays were extended. But obviously, if you're a key worker, then you need someone to look after your child. And the school is a very safe place for them to be. Go! Let me out, let me out! So yeah, my morning routine is to come in. I put This Morning on Sky Go on my iPad. Obviously let the dog out, he does whatever dogs do outside. And make my breakfast. Is check on Finn, who's eating hay. Yes, I am fully aware that this is a small cage. It's a Zoozone 100 or Zoozone 2, I don't know. It's 100 centimeters anyway. Finn is 6, he's elderly, he hardly walks around. He has a massive lump on his stomach that we are leaving unless something happens to it or it's in pain. We think it's a fatty lump, but it's huge, and he's far too old to operate on. So thanks for any concern if anyone thought his cage was too small. He's got a bed, he's got space to move around in his tunnel and things like that, but Finn is basically a very old, unwell piggy, and yes, he's on his own because his companion died, and I don't want to get any young guinea pigs to be around an old guinea pig because that would just be cruel. So I basically, at this point, I'm checking he's fine and has food and water, but at this point I'm essentially checking that he's still alive. So as morbid as that sounds, that, you know, it is. And look at the weather outside, it's just trash. And ooh, the last thing I do is say, good morning, fishes. Oh, they are at the front. I have 3 platies in there. I think you can see 2. Hey, just hanging up my coat. I actually just took the dog out and I forgot to film any. Ooh, that's a nice view of my nose. I just did some online worky bits and then I've taken the dog for a walk. I will get some footage of that later because we'll go for another walk. It's pretty trashy weather today. So yeah, I just did that and I've just got a parcel. And what I think it is very non-exciting. So let me turn you around and let you have a look. Okay, here's the utmost unexciting present. I have other mail coming, it will be more exciting. Duh! I bought some Dylon Intense Black Dye. So, what I got this for, I got 2 because I wear the black jeans that you get from Mackay's to work, and I found that recently they fade quite quickly, so I am going to dye them. But I dyed 3 pairs, which was probably a bit silly, in one of these, and they didn't come out very black, so I was thinking 1 pair with one, 2 pairs with the other. And after a day of sitting in the living room on a computer, it's time for Soap and Glory. Here come the bubbles. Hello. Hey, just a really quick update. It's Saturday now, and you'll kind of guess that I didn't post much yesterday, and I'm just letting you look at my dog and my crochet, because looking at my disheveledness right now wouldn't be fun for anyone. There he is. Hi, Flynn. Oh, he's so sleepy. So yeah, I'm going to let you look at Flynn's face instead of mine. Yeah, so I didn't really update or post anything yesterday because, as I said in a previous clip about my guinea pig being in a kind of smaller enclosure, I did actually have to take him to the vet yesterday and have him put to sleep. The day before, the lump that was on his stomach had, I guess it had grown a little bit more and it had started bleeding, but it wasn't just like regular bleeding, because I would have just cleaned that up myself, you know, that I'd done before. It had become really nasty and angry looking, and with it being on his stomach, any of you that have guinea pigs know that a guinea pig's stomach is basically on the ground anyway, because they've got really short legs. So he was like dragging it on the ground, or he would be lying on his stomach. I actually don't think he was in any pain. It didn't hurt him to touch it, and it didn't hurt him to clean it. So I think it was almost separate from his body, like if he had some kind of mass. So anyway, I took him to the vet, and the vet agreed with me that it was, you know, it wasn't something that could be fixed. If he was younger, then yes, we would have risked surgery and having him do that, because we have done that before with Apple. I'll put a link to a previous video just showing you that, you know, it's not the end of the road. If you have a younger guinea pig, you can get that kind of thing fixed. But Finn was almost 6, so yeah, he was put to sleep. Because of COVID, I couldn't go into the vet, so I had to wait outside. But what he said he was doing, because I've taken guinea pigs before and they're just given whatever the injection is that they put them to sleep with, but he gave him some anesthetic, so he was completely asleep, and then obviously gave him an injection and brought him back out when his heart had stopped and things. I'll insert a photo of where I buried him. So you can see from the photo I just put in, Finn is now a Christmas tree. So I'm afraid that means that I actually have no guinea pigs right now. I do plan on getting more guinea pigs, but obviously not at the moment. It's a pandemic, and when you get guinea pigs, you have to ensure they're from the right places. So yeah, I will get guinea pigs again in the future. I don't know if I'll ever breed again, but I did quite enjoy breeding. And before anyone jumps on me for enjoying breeding, we kept 90% of the guinea pigs. The only ones that we rehomed was because we knew people were looking for guinea pigs and we knew that we had nice ones. So that is my little update. I'm sorry I'm not sorry you got to stare at the dog, because he's so cute. And yeah, I'm working on a rainbow scarf because I didn't know what else to do with my multicoloured wool. So that's my update for today. I think that'll be it for this week. If anything exciting happens next week, then I might vlog again, but I think this week's vlog was incredibly boring. My life's not exciting at the best of times, but when we're in lockdown, it becomes incredibly boring. So see you next time. Bye everyone.